Hi, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world and whenever it is that you happen to watch this. It's Friday, July the 18th, I believe. It's Friday, 2026. And how you holding up? No matter where you are, you're probably under some kind of threat. There's floods in the south and wildfire smoke in the northeast, and tornadoes and hail and wildfires and drought. It's very hot outside. Kind of hellish. Anyway, I want to make a dessert, and I don't want to turn on my oven. So I'm going to whip up kind of a poor man's French silk pie. If I'm being completely honest with you, it has just a few simple ingredients and it doesn't require an oven, and there are no eggs, raw or otherwise, in the whole pie. You need 12 ounces of chocolate. I like a dark chocolate. 3 cups of mini marshmallows, and a little pint of cream. And some milk, and probably a crust. I picked up a chocolate crust. You can make it with graham cracker, but I like a lot of chocolate. Let's make it rich, right? We like to bake chocolate cakes around here about once a week, but because of the heat, we haven't been. So I'm gonna whip this up. And I thought if you wanted to, you could come along and hang out while I get it done. First though, the heavy cream, and where's my metal bowl? Move stuff over. This metal bowl. I'm gonna stick these 2 items in the fridge. I wanna chill this bowl because it helps whip the cream, okay? Stick that back in the fridge for now. And then meanwhile, I'll bring you over here because this is where we need to do the work anyway. Sorry, things are loose around here. So, thrown Tupperware in the sink. Those are clean. Okay. Let me get you here so you can see what we're doing. There we go. This is what happened. Went to the store, picked up 2 bars, and I wasn't exactly sure how many I needed. For some reason, I thought it was 7. I think there's different recipes, so different ratios. But I'm going to use the 12-ounce guy, okay? So these are 3.5 ounces a piece. Right, so I weighed them, and then I just measured out some more chocolate chips to bring up my full 12 ounces. I like a dark chocolate, so that's the flavor profile I'm going for. You can use milk, you can use, whatever kind of chocolate, just chocolate. Okay, put that away. What we're gonna do is open these up. It's a little bit of processed food. It's probably not the best thing for you, but tell you what, if it's about the only time you eat it, you're probably all right. We don't have this one too often. Okay. We're gonna melt this down with 3/4 cup of milk. I have washed my hands. Promise. I'm gonna come closer. Let me bring you over here. There you go. It's a little dark in here. I apologize. There's not a lot of daylight in here at the moment. Keep the house shut up and keep it cool. We're having a bit of a cooling off. The high today is only 90, which is, I believe it's 32. Son of a bitch. Celsius. I just dropped that on the floor. Friends. Yup. I don't care. It's too expensive. I'm not throwing it away. It's fine. I brushed it off. The floor is more or less clean, so it's okay. All right. 12 ounces of chocolate. That's what we got there. Right? Yep. Okay. Let me get some milk. What am I doing? Let's use a liquid measuring cup, shall we? Makes life a little easier. 6 ounces is what that amounts to. There you go. I don't think it matters. Whole milk, skim, 2%. I've got 2% on hand. So, but honestly, I'm not sure that it would make any difference. Not a big difference. Not any kind that's gonna make you want to throw it out, you know. Okay. Put that in there. Put that on low. You don't want to burn the milk, right? I've got it on a low to medium, like 3-4, not super low. Pardon my fan. So we're just gonna melt this down, okay? Should have grabbed a plastic spoon maybe, huh? I'll probably need this at some point. Save it. That might be a better utensil. Just for now. I suppose I could have chopped those cubes up a little bigger, but they'll melt down, it's fine. Come down a little bit more. There you go. And once we get this melted down, we're going to add 3 cups of marshmallows, mini marshmallows. Sort of let the whole thing melt down together. Mess. Have ourselves a quick little chilled chocolate, you know, somewhat humble pie. Chocolate's catching. Suppose you could use a double boiler. I have one. My mom had my grandmother's. She brought it over last summer. I have yet to use it. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Want that to sit and burn on the side like that. I used to have this recipe committed to memory. I'd make it often enough and then got out of the habit, and there's so many different sort of ratios online you can look up. So that enough? More or less smooth. I want it to burn. Put it on low. There you go. All right, 3 cups of mini marshmallows. let's do this. That's a 2, right? It's a 2 and some. We'll go a little overboard. Okay. Then up to a cup. Ish. It's probably more than we need there. Sugar. Add some sugar. I'm just gonna melt it all together. Inexpensive, more or less. The chocolate and the crust are probably the most expensive thing, you know what I mean, in the whole jam. We generally tend to have cream on hand, so that's, you know, I don't have to go out of my way. Usually have some kind of chocolate, not dark chocolate though, so, you know, I'm just thinking about you on the other side of this, if there's something you have to run out and purchase, you know, in order to make it. I don't know, we don't normally have just you know, marshmallows on hand anymore either. Not really. Like that. There you go. We're getting there. That's maybe a bad idea, huh? The whisk? I'm gonna get a bunch of mini marshmallows jammed up in there. You're right, let's wait. We're almost there. Just keep stirring it so it doesn't burn, you know. Keep it on low, give it time. You doing anything? I started watching Annie the other night. You know, the old one from, what was that, 1982 maybe? Carol Burnett and Tim Curry are just wonderful. I like both of them. And in that movie together, they were just really good. I don't know. Something got up under my skin. I think I saw it in the lineup or something, and I thought, oh man, I haven't seen that since I was 7, you know. So, watched it for a bit, and then the dog Sandy shows up, and my little Chihuahua hates a dog on screen. So he started barking, and I'm like, well, that's enough of that. Guess it's a hard knock life after all. Yeah. I turned it off. Yeah, and Albert Finney. Not too bad. My shoulder's getting tired. let that keep going. Keep going. My tomatoes are holding up outside after the heat we've had. Got some leaf curl, but that's to be expected. So they start looking a little like, you know, leggy and spindly a little bit just because the leaves curl up and make everything look a little weird, but it's very hot. You know, even my yarrow, man, his heads were all droopy. Like, dude, that's hot. Like when the Prairie Bluff kind of plants are like, hey, it's really hot out here. That's when you know, that's dangerous heat. You know, now I could probably use a whisk. Right? Probably. Give my shoulder a bit of a break. Alright, I don't know. Looks, oh, air bubbles? Okay, that's fine. I'm like, does it look lumpy, grainy? You know, not as smooth as I would like it, but I think it's okay. It could be because I mixed the chocolate. Who knows? It could be from God knows what. I think it's mostly air bubbles. Okay, I'm gonna take that off the heat because I want that to cool down a bit before I fold it in with my heavy whipping cream. Let me get that out. Get the bowl out of the fridge along with the cream. Get my coffee out of the way. Here. Okay, so I'm gonna open up this crust. You know, the nice thing about these, I don't know, one-use pans, it's, you know, unless you wash it, hang on to it. So it comes with a lid, and I can stick it in the fridge. I don't know, maybe I could save the plastic and do something else with it. I should wash that, huh? Yeah, just real quick. Start doing dishes earlier. Turn that off. Move over. Let me find my spindles. Found them. All right. I don't need that just yet. I need cream in a bowl, don't I? Yep. Okay. How many did we say? A cup and a half? A cup and a half of heavy cream. Yeah, for a minute there I was like, oh my God, did I put the milk in the chocolate? Like I forgot. I did. I hate that. Okay. A cup and a half, 12 ounces. Not much left there, that's all right. I'll stick it in the fridge. All right. Cold cream in a cold bowl. Honestly, I don't know if it makes any difference to whip it in a room temperature bowl or not. I'm just trying to be fancy. Okay. See what we're doing? Whip it until stiff peaks form. I don't know, is that a stiff peak right there? There we go. That's stiff enough. We got it, okay? All you're doing is putting a bunch of air in it. Okay, now I have to fold them together. That's not so bad. I can just about put my hand on it. So, here, come off of here. We're gonna fold this in. We're not gonna spin it, okay? Do a little bit at a time here. If you choose to make it out of graham crackers, you know, you can make a liner. Just crush up the graham crackers and lay them in your pan. I'm sorry, crush up your graham crackers and mix like 4 tablespoons of butter, right? And then press it into a pan. That's all you have to do. You take like a package and a half. Usually does about a pan. Do you need my attention? Are you leaving? Oh, drive his car because of insurance. Okay. Otherwise, I'd say yes. Are you leaving for a while? Okay, I'll see you later. Have fun. Sorry, my oldest is leaving the house. You're fine. And the kid is learning how to drive, has a permit. And his friend just showed up and wanted to know if they could take our car driving with his friend in the passenger seat. Take your friend's car. I don't want to get nailed with insurance, like, you know what I mean? Accidents happen all the time for the most stupid reasons, so. I don't want it to not be covered, you know what I'm saying? So. That's all right. Hey, it's just you and me. Okay, fold it, fold it, fold it until You know, you mostly get all the dark chocolate streaks and the white cream streaks, like it's all fairly blended up, but you just kind of want to take your time because all that air we just beat into the cream, we don't want to smush out of there. Come on. Bit of faff, you know, but it's worth it. Getting chocolate everywhere here. Woo, here we go. I don't think I'm being too rough here. Still got some. It really smoothed out though. It's not like, you know, I was a little worried it looked a little grainy in the pot, but those were air bubbles, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Don't want any lumps, any cream lumps. Am I getting there? My shoulder here. Burning. Then we're gonna stick this in the fridge for about 5 to 6 hours, right? It has to really chill down and firm up. Come on, man. There you go. Can I just kind of squish you out of there? There you go. All right. I think I'm gonna be fine with that. Grab our crust. Oh, and I just stuck my thumb in. You can get a whole package of Oreo cookies if you want to and bash them up and make your own filling. But that's like a whole package of Oreo cookies around here that, you know. Oh, no wonder. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, shit. I'm going to go overboard. Don't do that. Hang on. I have so much left over. I probably should have done the 7 ounces of chocolate and the cup and a half of marshmallows. This is more like a deep dish pie. That's fine. I'm going to stick this in this pretty little clear glass mug here that I just happen to have because I'm ridiculous. Okay, I'll stick that in the fridge. And somebody can have, I don't know, a mousse cup. That's a big mousse cup, huh? Nobody needs that much mousse. I don't know. I'll stick 2 spoons in it and share it with my husband. Okay, let me get a sheet. What am I going to stick this on now? It's very full, and I bet you... We just cut up a watermelon in the fridge too, so I need to make space. But I'm going to find a way to gently put that in the fridge. And I'm going to leave it there for a few hours, a handful. And then, I get it all off? Okay, more or less. I'll come back when we cut it open and I'll show you. But that's it. Just made a pie. I'll see you in a bit. Hi, welcome back. So, I made a chocolate pie around 11 in the morning. It is now 8 p.m. So, the light's kind of funny. But, so I hope you can see. Okay, I had to stick it on a cookie sheet. It has firmed up. Stuck my thumb in it. Let's take that off. Let's cut it open. You want to get in on this?
You got it.
I got it. There, I want to do it this. You think that's set up? That's
Yep.
still kind of moussey wet, man.
That's all right.
We'll just eat it?
It's not going to set up anymore.
You don't think so? Overnight?
No. It's been in there for...
I almost ate. Has it been 9 hours?
11 to 8.
Yeah. Like the sands through an hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Remember that? A little soft. Pretty chocolatey. Let's try that. I feel like I'm gonna make a mess of it taking it out of the pan here. Oh no. Ooh no. Can you see that? That's set up. I'm gonna pull it apart and dump it on the floor is what's gonna happen. Yup. No, there it is. Oh, is that a little bit of cream I got? Huh. Eat it. You'll like it. It'll be good. Here, try this. Share it with me.
How do you?
I'll try first. I hope you like chocolate. You know, could put a little Cool Whip on it, but that's pretty good. You have a good day.